In this video we will study peak detector circuit. So first I am drawing a positive peak detector circuit. So a positive peak detector circuit is drawn like this. This is the input voltage. There is a capacitor and there is a load resistance RL. And this is the output voltage. So this is the peak detector circuit. So the load resistance normally it is very high. The value of RL is very high or almost infinity. We take the value of RL as very high. And ideally it should be infinite. Ideally the value of load resistance RL should be infinite. And normally it is very high. So we can write it as Vm sine of omega t, where Vm is the maximum value of this input voltage. So this is the diode and this is a capacitor. So we assume that the diode is ideal and the capacitor is initially uncharged. What we assume is that the diode is ideal and the capacitor is initially uncharged. Capacitor is uncharged. So if the capacitor is uncharged, then Vc0 minus will be equal to Vc0 plus will be equal to 0 volt. Vc0 minus will be equal to Vc0 plus will be equal to 0 volt. So at t equal to 0 plus, V in is positive but very small. V in is positive, very small quantity, very small value. So we can draw the circuit like this. So the capacitor was uncharged. So this voltage is initially 0 volt and this voltage is a small positive value. This voltage is equal to V input and V input is a positive but a small value. V small is positive but a small value. So P terminal of the diode is connected to a positive voltage and N terminal of diode is connected to 0 volt. So diode will be forward biased. At t equal to 0 plus, I have drawn this circuit. This voltage is equal to V in and this voltage is equal to 0 volt. So positive terminal of diode is connected to a positive value and negative terminal is connected to a 0 volt. So the diode will be forward biased. So we can replace diode with a short circuit because the diode is forward biased and we have assumed that the diode is ideal. So we replace the diode with a short circuit. So this is the circuit at t equal to 0 plus. This is the circuit at t equal to 0 plus. So voltage VCT is the voltage across the capacitor. So VCT will be equal to V in at t equal to 0 plus. VCT will be equal to V in. This is the initially when we have just t equal to 0 plus. So VCT, that voltage across the capacitor is VCT. So VCT will be equal to V in. Just apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So VCT will be equal to Vin. So this is the case of immediate charging of capacitor. This is the case of immediate charging of capacitor. Because at t equal to 0 plus the capacitor, the voltage across the capacitor is equal to Vin. So it is called as immediate charging of capacitor. Immediate charging of capacitor. This phenomenon is called as immediate charging of capacitor, and here time constant is 0. So we will now prove that the time constant is 0 in this circuit. So we will now prove that the time constant of this circuit at t equal to 0 plus is 0. So the time constant is given by tau equal to RTh into C, where RTh is the Thevenin resistance and C is the capacitor. So to find the Thevenin resistance, we have to short the input voltage source. So this is we have shorted the input voltage source, and this is the capacitor is open, because we have to find the Thevenin resistance. So RTh, and this is RL. So the Thevenin resistance is for the Thevenin resistance is like this. From this point we are finding the Thevenin resistance. So we have to short the independent voltage source, and this is the open the capacitor. So RTh will be equal to 0 in parallel with RL, and we have assumed RL to be infinite. So 0 in parallel with RL, so RTh will be equal to 0, hence the time constant will be equal to 0. So the time constant of this circuit is 0, hence the charging of capacitor is immediate. So there is the case of immediate charging of capacitor. Now as Vin increases up to Vth, as Vin increases, so if suppose we have to look at the waveform of input voltage, suppose that this whole waveform is for time duration t, then Vin will increase up to time t by 4. Vin will increase up to time t by 4. This is time t by 2. So the maximum value of Vin will occur at time t by 4, because the whole waveform is of time duration t. So the maximum value of Vin will reach its maximum amplitude at time t equal to t by 4. So Vin increases up to t by 4, time t by 4. Vin increases up to time t by 4 and reaches its maximum amplitude Vm, and reaches its maximum amplitude Vm. So voltage across capacitor also reaches up to Vm, because Vct is equal to Vin. So voltage across the capacitor also reaches up to Vm. Vm is the maximum value of the input sinusoidal signal. Vin was equal to Vm sin of omega mt. Vin is equal to Vm sin of omega mt, sin of omega t. So Vm is the maximum value of the input voltage. So Vin increases up to time t by 4 and reaches its maximum amplitude Vm at t by 4. So at t by 4 Vct is equal to Vm at t equal to t by 4. Vct at t equal to t by 4 is Vm. So after time t by 4, the Vin will start decreasing continuously, and after time t by 2, Vin will become negative. After the time t by 4, At t by 4, V in reaches its maximum value Vm, and after t by 4, V in will start decreasing continuously. So when we draw the circuit at time greater than t by 4, then the voltage across the capacitor is Vm and it does not discharge. So this voltage is Vm and this input voltage is less than Vm. So the voltage at the P terminal of the diode is less than Vm, whereas the voltage at the N terminal of the diode is Vm. So the diode is reverse biased because the voltage at P side is less than voltage at N side. Voltage at P side is less than Vm and voltage at N side is equal to Vm. So diode is reverse biased. So we can replace the diode with the open circuit. So after time t greater than t by 4, the diode will be replaced by a open circuit because the diode is reverse biased or diode will be off. So the time constant of the circuit is tau equal to RTh dot C. Now the time constant of the circuit is RL because now the Thevenin resistance is RL. Now the Thevenin resistance is RL because this diode is cut off. So time constant is RL into C. So time constant will be equal to infinite because we have assumed that RL is infinite or RL is very high. So the time constant is very high. And we have assumed that the product RC is very large compared to time period of input voltage. Product of RC is very large compared to time period of input voltage waveform. Product of RC is very large compared to time period of input voltage waveform. So the capacitor cannot discharge because RC is very large, so the capacitor cannot discharge. And V in will remain below the capacitor cannot discharge and V in will remain below or equal to Vm. So the diode will remain reverse biased because now the input voltage should be greater than Vm to forward bias the diode, but the capacitor will remain at the voltage Vm and V in will be less than or equal to Vm. So the diode will never be forward biased again. So the capacitor will remain at the peak voltage Vm. So this is called as the peak detector circuit. Because the product of RC is very large, so the capacitor cannot discharge. So V in will remain equal to Vm or below Vm. So the diode cannot be forward biased. So after t by 4, diode cannot be forward biased. After t equal to t by 4, diode cannot be forward biased. Diode can't be forward biased. So we can draw the waveform like this. This blue wave is the input voltage. And this is at time t by 4. And the black wave is the capacitor voltage. So after t by 4, the capacitor voltage will remain at Vm. This is Vm. So the black wave denotes the capacitor voltage. So after T by 4, the capacitor voltage will remain at Vm. So this is called as the steady state, because now the capacitor voltage is steady. The capacitor voltage is the output voltage also. So the output voltage or the capacitor voltage is at the steady state after T by 4. After T by 4, output is maintained at Vm. So it is also called as steady state, because output is steady. If suppose we took that time constant was infinite, or the time constant was very high compared to the input voltage waveform, compared to the time duration of the input voltage waveform. Suppose if time constant is not infinite, suppose if time constant is finite, then what will happen is that capacitor will start discharging through RL. So the waveform will look like this. So this is for finite tau, and this waveform is for infinite tau, for infinite time constant. So this voltage is this waveform is for infinite tau, and this dotted waveform is for finite tau, where the capacitor voltage will start decreasing. It will start decreasing. So this dotted waveform is for finite time constant. If suppose we have a triangular waveform, then also the circuit will work as peak detector only. If the waveform is triangular, then also the circuit will work like peak detector. So this is T by 4. The blue one is the input voltage, and the capacitor voltage or the output voltage will be, I am drawing by black one. So it will remain like this, Vm. So this circuit will work as peak detector irrespective of the shape of the input voltage. Input voltage can be of any shape. The circuit will work as peak detector only, because it is detecting the peak value of the voltage. So the circuit is used as envelope detector in communication systems. Its uses are, first it is used as envelope detector. So peak detector circuit is used as envelope detector in communication system. It is also used for recovery of message signal in double sideband full carrier DSB FC, and it is used for designing of chopper in power electronics. So these are the three uses of peak detector circuit. So if you have any doubt, you can message me. If you have any doubt regarding peak detector circuit or any other topic, then you can comment in the comment box. Please leave feedback in the comment box. Please like and share the video. And if you have any doubt also, you can leave comment in the comment box. So thank you and best of luck for your exams.